एक 4.5 to स्टैंडर्ड तो दोबारा स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दी सॉरी इसमें तो बाहर देखी होगी जो जारी होगी 4.5 तो वाले ये किया हम बीच में सारे में मैं यही समझ गया था कि ये डी के कुछ लेके बैठे हैं एडी कौन सी है कुछ नहीं वो कुछ है सिटीजन एडवांस पेमेंट करेक्ट है ये एडवांस प्रोजेक्ट की होगी थी चीजें यूरो में जो बता रहे थे वो तीन बार क्या वो रिस्पॉन्स ज्यादा हो जाती है मैं डिसाइड तो ये तो डांस देखी और दूसरा प्रश्न कौन सा है दैट में ले लो मैं भी मेरे ख्याल से सी का था
Hi friends, good morning everyone. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Before we start, I know we have still 1 or 2 minutes, but everyone can hear me and see me also.
Yes, we see you and we hear you.
Okay, so kind
Ela
of
escuta aí, Vini. Só um
Thanks
minuto.
again. Thanks, my friend.
Tira ele para fazer estudante.
Okay, anything anyone want to say before I start? Because we have just 1 minute. Anyone want to say hi to everyone or anything?
Hello, sir. This is Lavleen Chadda. Hi, everyone.
Mr. How are you? Long
I'm
time,
good.
man.
Yeah, long time, sir.
I know Lovely himself is expert on the AI, but I need to work with him separately on the topic. Okay, friends, I think it's already getting 12 sharp, so it's a time to start. Okay, guys. Hi, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time zone where you are. A very warm welcome to everyone. So today's session is about how AI is helping procurement to become smarter, faster, and more value-driven. If you look at the front slide, I put down the key words around. I don't know whether you can see this: building intelligent, responsible, and future-ready state procurement. So that's the theme part. So the theme statement, if you look around the words which are coming around, is intelligent. And I know people have confusion. What is intelligent? What is responsible? And what is future-ready? So let me clarify, keeping in mind the time frame. So when I say somebody's you're building intelligence, any decision we make around is based on data. It is not just because you think based on your experience, I've got 30 years, 40 years experience, this is what I say. The data has to drive. Data analytics focus is coming up. The second word I have put around is responsible. And I want everyone to know the word responsible procurement. Responsible means we are using sustainable procurement, our ESG, environment, social, and governance. And the last one, which I put the third pillar around in the theme statement, the future-ready procurement. Are we ready for the future? And I can appreciate much better because I've been in this field for last more than 4 decades, and I've dealt with data, I've developed the coding system, UNSPC, taxonomy, so I can speak confidently on this, the future-ready state. So when we say future-ready procurement, what exactly it means? Are we agile? We are seeing every time geopolitical issues, sometimes tariff issues, all are affecting our flowcharts, affecting our transactions. So we want to be resilient, we want to be agile. Customers' demands are changing, the needs are changing. And we also need skilled staff to manage this. So future ready means which can manage the agility part, which can have supply chain as resilient. And last but not the least, the staff has to be trained with expectations. The last word which you see in the heading around is AI-powered procurement excellence. Normally, if I go 2 decades back or 1 decade back, I would say excellence means anything is best practice. But little bit, I think the word excellence is not an activity, but an outcome of being everything right. I'm sure those who started procurement long back, they know very well the 5 rights. Right procurement, right product, right time, right this. But now here we're talking of everything, doing everything right. So that's what calls excellence. Well, friend, with this, let me start further. Again, I know I set the stage, but still 1 or 2 lines which I thought is very important to all of you. If you look at the 5th bullet, the major shift which has happened. We moved from data to decision. The question is, what is data to decisions? So data was there in the past also. You had a supplier data, you have a procurement data, you have tons of data. But now what we're looking around is from data to decision. Suppose if I get the data in the past and my data shows me that this supplier is frequently delaying, not coping up with the time. Now, based on data, I can take a decision, guys, get the supplier out, change the supplier. So the very first part is data to decision. So data helps you to make a decision. Now, some of you may be thinking the data was there, but data was not very friendly in that sense. I used to collect the data for 166 offices, covering around $15 billion. I had a team of 5 people covering 2 months or 3 months, only converting data from Excel and Excel to giving me the feedback. Now I can do in minutes. So that thing has become smarter. The next thing comes is the transactions to intelligence. So 2 parts, data to decisions, transactions to intelligence. Transactions we have been doing in the past, that I was also involved in implementing ERP. For my all 166 offices around. So when we were doing transactions, we were very happy with guys. Okay, now we got requisition PR into the system. PR approval is done in the system. PO is done in the system. Payment is done in the system. And later on, after 5, 6 years, I thought, what did I achieve out of that? After spending so much millions of dollars. It was not giving me the complete data end to end. It was giving me the silo data. So we are moving from transaction to intelligence. So the transaction was there. And then from transactions, we moved into this one, intelligence part. Now I can predict it. I can see the patterns around. And I have used to some extent in my earlier organizations, where I could get from all 25,000 suppliers the pattern on delivery, pattern on prices, pattern on this thing, and then make a decision what to do. I could predict some and then make a recommendations now. So that's where the intelligence comes. So, well, friend, I think this sets the stage for our today's 1-hour session. What I plan to cover up is first understanding what is AI. I want everyone to understand what is AI. Second is, we talked about the data. Without data, you can't do anything. So digital transformation. So digital transformation is my another pillar of that. Then the next thing comes is what I want to ask from each one of you. What is your maturity? Maturity level doesn't mean I'm talking of your personal one. No. Maturity level of your organization, procurement board, or supply chain. Then the next thing comes is practical AI use case, where AI can be used in procurement. I'm not going into legal and other things around. I'm moving into AI, procurement. The live demos, we will have one demo, certainly we'll do it, because I think without that, people don't get the feel of it. So I have my colleague Arun is there with us. So he will be doing the demo part. So only on one part I'll take up is supplier, spend analysis part. That's a game where it starts. Then the next thing comes AI agents and agentic AI. Now the world is moving into agentic AI very fast. So some people are doing AI agents. So this is I know I start with the AI agents first. And if I combine all the agents together, it becomes agentic. Skills for procurement professionals. Now question next comes around to what skills are there? My existing procurement professional, what skills they need to upgrade? And the last but not the least is roadmap for AI adoption. What are the roadmap steps? And who are the people who should not implement AI? That also I put a caution later on one slide. And last but not the least is again Q&A. Do you have any questions? I know we have 60 minutes, but if you want, I will be happy to tell you. Okay, guys, the very first one. Key objective is to create values. Everybody is talking about values. If I go historically, I can talk more confidently with my own experience and age. And after working many of the countries around, I can start with purchasing, price part. From price, we went to the cost part. Cost also was a big confusion around whether it's a total cost of ownership. Our life cycle cost, many of the people fail if I tell them, can you differentiate between TCO and LCC? And now from that, we are moving into value. So understanding what is the value. The value is a combination of many parameters. It could be innovative ideas around, it could be delivery, it could be quality, it could be many parameters. It is not just the price alone. So the key objective here I've tried to put around is turning procurement data into decisions. First thing is procurement data. In the past, the data was just dumped into numbers. But today we are converting this data, which you had, putting it to the head, and then coming with a big bright light, guys, okay, now I can take a decision. Data was there long back. I used to get a file from 166 office. Each file was running around hundreds of pages. Combining them, what do I make out of it? Two people are sitting down, they were making spreadsheets and giving me some decisions. So this is how we came into this. So the total value lies in transforming data into intelligence. The broadly, if I say around from one side, I want data and I want intelligence. So the data part is very clear. I mean, I create the insights, which we were doing from spreadsheet also, will still be doing. I'll ask someone, can you show me the trend? Can you show me the bar chart? Can you show me this? Insights. Now, based on insight, then I say, guys, no, we are doing bad performance. So then we take decisions. Because this is the wrong approach, change it. So this is the data to decisions. Now, once I've done data to decision, I'll explain to you from transactions to intelligence. So that means from transaction to intelligence, mean I'm bringing the prediction. I'm also looking at the pattern. I'm also coming with a recommendation. But keep in mind, at the end of the day, the recommendation may come from AI. Accountability is yours. So that part, I think one has to be very clear around. Accountability will always remain with the humans because they are the judgments. Now, let me explain a little bit on the ERP and AI agentic ecosystem. ERP, I'm sure all of you are using it. So ERP enterprise, I built it up in 2004 when I implemented execution layer. It all handles transaction, nothing else. Purchase orders, invoices, approvals. So as ERP execute business processes. Then we came later on with the AI intelligence layer. That analyzes the data, generates the insights, recommends actions. AI tells you what should be done. And AI identifies saving opportunity for you. But now the last one which has come around is agent. Just in the last 1 year. So these AI agents were working, or I could tell there were many choices around. We have Gen AI, then we have ChatGPT, we have other co-pilots, we have all those things around. So they were able to tell you sometimes research information. It can also help you to find saving opportunities around. But then the next level, when agentic AI comes around, it takes all the agents together and makes it more autonomous. But autonomous should not be confused that this can take the final decision of its own. Yes, to some extent, yes, it depends how you design the system. If I have got the agents around and in the agents I put down my prompt, what to do, and then when I'm coming to agentic AI, they also have designed and put my prompt, "You guys, if this happens, take an action, place an order." So then it can do auto-runs. So it depends how you design the system. So if I put all three together, ERP is executing it, AI is thinking it, and agent is acting. So this is where you're coming around. What is AI in procurement? Are we using data in procurement? Are we just storing it? Most organizations today have ERP systems, purchase orders. I know you all have got supply data from them. But in spite of all that, things are delayed. Because we depend on the manual system. Nothing once, it's not the way I start my computers. It still comes on my system, guys, station. Today was supposed to be this. Or you're left with 3 days. This one has not come up. Take action. So decisions are delayed because we have tons of data. They were lying in the store box. So these were all experienced people. Someone has experience with X supply, Y supply. The insight driven, no. And this is where AI can do much quicker job. AI is still an assistant. Let me make it very clear. AI is not the boss, AI is the assistant. The only good thing about AI is it works fast. It can do millions of data in a very fraction of a second. So this is where we come around AI in procurement today, the human part. AI, they have to work together. Accountability is still with the human being. You as the boss of the department, you have the accountability. AI is supporting you. AI is giving you the data stuff. The final decision you could do. To make enhanced decisions, you need to analyze the data, optimize the data, and act part again human elements concentrate. So AI turning procurement data into decision, as I said in the beginning, AI is not a maybe. AI is not robot. No. Some may think, oh yes, I put down the AI and I put the minimum level of identify the supplier and place order. So AI is simply taking large amount of procurement data, analyzing it instantly. That is no second thought about it. It analyzes much quicker. If some of you are dealing with the bigger data around, you must be seeing, you spend days and then you work hard, you sweat a lot, and say, guys, I'm working so hard. But that data, once it goes into the AI, it gives you in seconds. You say, guys, okay, we made around 1 million purchase order last year. Can you tell me which are the top 20%? Which are the top high values one? You and me, if I had to work around manually, maybe the brightest guy, but it takes time, ages. But AI can give you in minutes. So analyzing it instantly, giving you insights. So that is the beauty of it around AI, it gives you insights, which we were doing with spreadsheets, but very limited, and recommendations. So instead of let me check 5 Excel files, you got Excel files around, you say, give me the top saving opportunity in 10 seconds. If I ask my staff guys, can you tell me, okay, look at the transaction of the last year, which was around maybe $100 million. Can you tell me where are the opportunity for saving? You will be struggling with data and data. But this can find it out, which are the high values, which is the one where you are repeatedly doing saving opportunity in 10 seconds. So what is LLM? I'm trying to cover all the topics headings wise so you understand. So LLM is a large language model. Like ChatGPT. I'm not saying exactly like ChatGPT, like that. So that's an example of LLM. Now explain, reads huge amount of data. Understand the language like humans. Can answer the question, summarize, analyze, and you upload this. So it gives you the contract, spend data, and you ask, highlight the risk clauses. You put a whole contract running into 50 pages. You say, guys, can you tell me which are the risk clauses? If I connect the whole system with my policy paper, it can immediately tell you guys, see whether we have the risk clause. The risk clauses could be of insurance, risk clauses could be the liability clause, the risk clauses could be of payment term, risk clauses could be of many. Compare supplier pricing. I've got 10 offers, I've got 15 offers, or maybe 100 offers. I'm comparing them. Supplier pricing. Suggest negotiation strategy. I mean, that is another smart idea which has come around, guys. You want to negotiate? Your negotiation will be normally saying, guys, I want a 10% discount, I want 15% discount. No. You want to do the pricing part. You want to do the spending. What is going to be the actual cost of this? What is the market trend about? And then help you to write your text also around what should you ask. And the response immediately, LLM is a brain behind all the AI tools. So whenever we talk about AI tools, LLM is a brain. So this is where I've given you summary, reads, understand the text very quickly. So then we'll show you the demos, and we'll take only one page spreadsheet, so you will see, it read the text and gives you answers, questions, whatever general insights. Then the next thing comes is AI agent versus traditional. So the traditional tools which we have been using, static dashboard, manual inputs, no intelligence with no prediction, no recommendations. Tools were not giving you recommendations, you were making the recommendations. So now when the AI agents have come around, they think of like a digital tool. It can analyze the data, take actions, and give recommendations. So you're moving from traditional tools to AI. So many companies are already working on it. I've met many people, even in India also. So they are working on this AI agents, activity by activity. So the AI agent, they will take on spend analysis. They will take AI agent for contract management. So they are working on that basis. So instead of opening 5 systems within the unit procurement AI system that can monitor your supplier risk, it can analyze the spend, it can tell you guys, here is the potential for cost saving, even draft RFQ, which is, I mean, personally, when I see myself, it's important. We used to spend weeks and weeks to make RFPs, writing the specs around, criteria for selections, and this can do very quickly, but that's it. So you get a draft much quicker. Finally, you have to use your own brain. So don't think that this you can depend 100%, no, because to a large extent, the problem comes with our prompts. The way we ask questions. RFQ I'm doing for indirect procurement is totally different. And within indirect procurement also, if I'm doing buying, let's say, cloud system, this thing, that thing is different. So RFQs, RFPs, all that thing around how to draft needs a lot of your skills. So simple analogies, traditional tool is nothing more than a calculator. While AI agent is analyst plus AI agent don't show the data, just act. Okay, guys, why procurement is ready for this? Yes, I think in one way, the data explosion is enormous. Complexity is increasing in procurement, and particularly when complexity comes with the risk and ESG and compliance. Now, when we're talking of exporting to the other countries around, people say, guys, we want to put a carbon tax. So carbon tax is linked with ESG. So who's going to tell you the ESG? Are you going to spend time and working it out? All the touch points to how much is the carbon footprints? So certainly, I think this AI is a great tool for that. Speed requirements. technology availability around, everyone can use AI with simple prompts. So keep this in mind. So procurement has the data, but AI gives you intelligence. So we guys had data in the past, but now AI has given us this intelligence. The benefits of AI, one is efficiency part, much quicker, decision making. It gives you recommendation, but then you can also decide yourself, does it make sense? Scalability, cost reductions, and risk mitigation plans. Okay, guys, so this gives you the broad, which I've covered up the key headings around what AI can do and what not. Let me begin with the simple truth. AI is here to replace, it is here to amplify. It's not to replace anyone. I mean, I can see in my own activities around which I could do 1 week earlier, I can finish in 1 week, 1 day, 2 days. Otherwise, I was struggling with few things around. Now I can do much quicker. So I think this is here to amplify this. So, but to use AI effectively, we need clarity, not fear, not hype. If you think that this can do everything, no, still there are limitations. So you have to use your brain on that part around, clarity part. So let's imagine AI's new colleague just joined your team, but this colleague is very fast. It can read 10,000 documents in a second, while you and me cannot. So that part is a good thing, it's a wonderful assistant. So it's more like a co-pilot for you. Another thing which I want to explain around is that, so AI have given you some flavor, what exactly it is. Now we come to the digital transformation. I think this gives, the picture gives you a broad idea around what is happening. So robotics is there around everywhere. Tracking, everything is digital, payments are digital, movements are digital. Even the drones, so I think you already have the flavor of all of this. So digital procurement is not a destination. It is a maturity journey. Organization evolves step by step. All of us are evolving step by step. So from manual operations to intelligent, and lastly but not the least is AI-driven procurement. Some also are still managing procurement in Excel. Still some, I know Excel was a great savior. I remember in 1985, 86, when we were using it, we felt, oh, it's a great tool. But now when I see this one, it's left far behind. Some have ERP systems, but operates in silence. So you have a beautiful system for PR, purchase acquisition, a lovely system for POs and PO. In between, all silos, no sourcing, no contract management, no supplier relationship management. So everything is not connected end to end. That's where the e-procurement came, e-sourcing came. That means we could have all the data in one platform, one single platform. So it promises to create interconnected and transparent ecosystem. And that ecosystems connect the companies, suppliers, and customers. Let's connect the whole ecosystem. And when we talk of digital, we are using the technology of Industry 4.0. So here, I will not spend much time, but this gives you the platform, the whole ecosystem. Starts from data. Then you're going into the collaboration with suppliers. ERP is creating so many data around. Then we are creating analytics, which I'm sure many of you are doing already. And then from based on ERP data, you were doing some analytics. But that was not covering the predictive part, was not covering the risk agent. So that was missing. So once the AI comes on top of the AI, this one, so this you have completely. Now ERP gives you the structure, the backbone. Still, the backbone is this one. E-procurement, which is the need of the time. Now, many people, I would say 70 to 80% have not done e-procurements. They think, no, is it necessary? No, because AI has come. Can I skip e-procurement? Okay, we can have a detailed discussion on that, but this is the hands. SRM maintains the supplier health, the heartbeat, supplier portals, enable communication, catalog one. So this is where you need in the ecosystem all of them. If you want to go in the scientific way. Now, many companies are met around with the names also. This is a question, should we spend time on e-procurement? I said, this is important because the data is the must. Garbage in, garbage out. The data quality is very important. And a connected end-to-end integration is a must. This is where I look all the time. So if we talk of evolutions, so we had industry 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth is the one where we have a wide range of technologies. So when we use this technology, we call them as digital. I mean, the picture shows you all the machine, equipment, robots, everything is connected through the Wi-Fi. Whether you are there or not, sitting at home, you are connected. Human beings are all connected to the machines. The machine will give the information to you and you are connected. Your containers which are coming from different countries, you can know it, where it is, what are the temperatures. So, and every information goes via clouds and then you get connected. But now this one has also evolved much further. So this is how I will say the very beginning was, I was lucky that I worked on MRP good old days when I started my first job in 1972 with Tata's material requirement planning. Then again, I was lucky that I had a chance to implement ERP, 166 offices around. And that's the time I was the director and then later on chairperson for the UN ERP implementation. Then came e-procurement. And this is the time when I found new ideas have come around to connect. I was very happy with ERP, but then later on I found it doesn't connect end to end. The e-procurement connects the whole procurement into one portal. So once I go with e-procurement, then automatically my data are there. So when digital procurement comes in, AI is already pushed in there. So you have Gen AIs which came up, but now we are moving into agentic AI where we are talking about agents also and agentic. So this is the one which we call as intelligent procurement. So here are the 5 steps. So we are starting from procurement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where we want to see around. This is the maturity journey. Are we at the level 5? Are we level 4, 3, 2, 1? So I'll be asking the same question for many of you. So e-procurement, what it does, electronic procurement. Single platform, the very first line. To complete activity is not that some data are in your laptop, some are in friend's laptop. No, all are in one platform. You may be in the office or not in the office, you get connected with the clouds and then pull out the data. Automate the process. Real time. Improve communications. Streamline time consuming this data. Now, this is the one good thing about it. The big data when we have so much, more data. If I put down 10,000 pages in front of you, I say, guys, can you review it and tell me? It will take months and months. And this is where AI can do the shortcuts. It can take the data, it can clean the data first, then pull out some information, then gives you the knowledge, gives you insights. Earlier, we were not having so many layers around. We had data and then spread it out with spreadsheets and then come with insights. So now I think all of them can go to the foresight, and that's where the wisdom has gone up. It can even forecast for you. It can tell you what is going to happen. It can provide intelligence, but wisdom remains human. That we have to keep in mind. So we have structured data, unstructured. Some data you have structured. I can see the PO, invoice, but there are a lot of data which you are creating around emails, writing specs, audit reports, contracts, RFQs, these are all unstructured, they are not there in the system. It may be lying in somebody's laptop. So digital maturity determines how much of the data can actually use it. So this is how we are coming around the application layer, process layer, data layer. And once I get the data layer, then I do the analytical layer, which gives me insights. And these insights are nothing but covers my diagnostics, like demand analysis, market analysis, spend analysis. So I'll be covering one of them, predictive part, prescriptive part. And last but not the least is the fact-based decision. So you're not making a decision based on your experience, and I've got 30 years, 40 experience. It doesn't count. In today's generation, which is coming around, they are not going to say that you have got experience of so many years. They'll say, guys, tell us the facts. Tell us the data. So AI is the one acting on this point. So what is digital foundation? So digital procurement is not optional for AI. One thing is very clear, it is the price of entry. So you have to pay the price for entry. And then I'll also touch up later on how do we go into the process part. So digital foundations includes ERP and e-procurement system. ERP, I know many of you have 100% if I can say. E-procurement, where I got my doubts. Because I've visited many of the companies since I came back from the US in 2010. E-procurement is still missing. Source to contract, many have started. Now we're giving a lot of training program also on this. P2P, big scope. Because once we say P2P workflow should be automated, but there are wide range of issues. Clean master data. Historical spends. So AI can learn from what procurement is already digitized. Think of this way, data is in the field. So without data, you cannot work. So data procurement system, whichever we are talking about, we are the engine. An engine cannot work. Okay, guys, the next one again, want to clarify the terminology wise. I remember I used to ask people, guys, can you tell me the difference between digitization and digitalization? So digitization, again, I want to tell around is nothing but converting from analog to digital. You and me have been doing around, scan the paper and then make digital. But when I say digitalization means by birth it is digital. So when ERP came around, PO becomes digital. Earlier it used to be not, people used to sign with a big number. Now you and me get the purchase order, even you can't make out who has signed the purchase order. But the company knows who cleared it, who approved it. So digitalization means by nature, by birth. It's not an immigrant. So it is digitalized fully. Digitization means you're converting from analog to digital. And transformation means the whole activity is transformed into digital. So that clarity is very important around, because people misuse this term very often. Now come the digital maturity levels. We have from level 1, if you are doing only manual, paper-based. Second is digital. ERP also I'll call as digital. But the real digital comes when I integrate end-to-end, level 3. So once I'm integrated with e-procurement, then I'm fully driving with data. I'm sure many of you people, when the payment is done around goods receipt mode, so we have purchase order digital. Invoice is not digital because many small companies don't have digital invoice. I know in our country, in India, now they are made around anybody's turnover more than 5 crores, invoice has to be digital. So once we have got every activity is digital, then I can say integrated, fully integrated end-to-end. Then data. So once it is integrated, complete digital data, then I'm data driven. So once I put the data driven, then I can go to the next level, AI powered intelligent. So we have 5 levels around the spreadsheets and emails. Level 1, digital procurement. Level 2, which again I will say ERP alone. Data driven means I'm talking e-procurement, ESR, e-contract management. Everything is E. So AI assisted procurement. And last but not the one which is the talk of the town. Now everybody talks of AI agents and automation. So many people have started working on agents and then moving into complete agentic also. So guys, okay, very quick one, keeping in mind the time frame. If you can go on the system. Shubham, is it okay? Our system accepts it? If you guys can go to the system and write down where you are. I mean, if you feel it's still confidential, I leave it to you. But are you at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So whichever.
Please write on the chat box, everyone. Answer.
Okay, good. Please, I think this will help us to understand in the data world, nothing more. So if you are the ERP stage, then put e-procurement stage, AI assisted one, then Gen AI and analytics. And last one, certainly the fact. Okay, guys, I hope you've done it. Okay, guys, now we move to the next ones. What AI means for it. The good thing about AI is it can recognize your pattern. Earlier, we used to do this as a manager. Somebody will go with the spreadsheet, they will put down the pattern, and then we will make a sense of. And we used to do the prediction part. Now, some prediction they can give to you, but then you have to use your brain to tell whether this makes sense or not. Automations, decision support. The areas are wide range, spend, AI identifying, supply globally, contract intelligence, risk monitoring. So this can do assisting internal needs. Coming to the next ones, guys, AI application across. We have a wide range of application. I'm taking only one, just to give the flavor to you on the spend. So overview of prompt engineering. Now, one thing again I want to tell around, the prompt is a must. When we design AI agents, prompt is put into the system itself. But the way you design the prompt makes a big difference. That's why the name is called engineering. Some of you think, I'm not engineering going around. Yes, because engineering means it is structuring, the prompting, designing. I use sometimes prompt even half a page myself. I structure it. And I tell the AI, you are, let's say you are the CPO, you are the Chief Procurement Officer, you are doing this, or you are the head of this. So I give the role to the guy, I give the structuring part, I design it, optimizing interaction with that. And this is where we get this problem around. If you don't ask the right prompts, you get different answers. It's not just saying, guys, can you tell me this? No. You have to say, guys, I'm so and so. I'm looking for this. My problem is this. Can you help me with this? Then it comes. So one line I'm taking around prompt engineering, the word is engineering, the word design also comes in. Because how we communicate with them. Design your communication to get the best results. Analyze this data, or you are a procurement analyst. Analyze this spending data and identify saving opportunities. Tell me what are the risks around. Summarize wise if I want to say around, because this is a full day session if I want to say. Define role, task, context, what outputs you want, the type of outputs you want around. You want a format, you want RFQ, you want a table, and last but not the least, it's custom. So you have to be very tough.
Venga, Salona. Venga.
So I know sometimes we go to the chat GPT or someone, we ask one line question, we feel very happy. But that could be a wrong if you're implementing as it is. Okay, guys, the taxonomy and example, this one. Another issue is the taxonomy. In every organizations, we have very few people have come up with taxonomy. And I was very lucky to lead this one around. So we have, next example is somebody writing laptop Dell. Somebody writing Dell laptop 14. Somebody writing notebook. All are correct. I'm not questioning it. But when I want to see how much money was spent on Dell, particularly when I had 166 offices around, I have to put the one taxonomy, one classification. And this is my baby, which I built it up, and now it's used by SAP, Oracle, everyone, United Nations Standard Product Service Classification. Now we give the code number like this, 8 digits, laptop computers. So you might be buying X, Y, whatever the way you want to write computer, we write this. I can consolidate volume much faster. Otherwise, these are all 4 items different. But the moment I give this code number, my concern. We are given similar taxonomies to Government of India also. The process of implementation is not easy. But people have to be trained how to use it. Negotiate better. Track total category. But one good thing is there around that this, whatever we have, the Gen AIs around now, like ChatGPT or other ones, Copilot, they can also help you to do this process. So spend analysis, I'll take a few slides and then my colleague Arun will show you the demo part. The spend analysis, the eyesight of people. As we say, without eyesight, we can't do anything, am I right? You're blind in one way. So your spend analysis is the beginning of the game. The human brains can only think when eyes are sensed closely. What are we buying? Who are we buying from? At what price we are buying? It converts the raw data into intelligence. So this is where we call around spend, and the eyesight allows procurement to see where money flows. And where value is hiding. And where the risk lives around. So the objective again in the demo part, objective identify the top categories, savings, upload sample Excel, and discussion what new insights. Okay, guys, let me quickly do 2-3 minutes on the spend analysis, what we are doing, topics to cover, what is spend analysis, why it matters, and what we are doing around in the demo part, we will see soon. Data collection. So my colleague Arun will do it. He will go with the spreadsheet, put the data, and he'll ask for cleaning. The data is bad, spellings are mistakes, or even the coding is wrong. It can help you to clean, classify in the taxonomy I'm talking around. It can analyze which are the top spend and give you insights also. So common challenges, we have data silos, supplier naming, same supplier but named in a different way. You might be calling IBM, the other one might be calling International Business Machine, well, both are same. So your data analytics will be wrong. So you need a category mismatch. So discuss examples. This is where we're going to do. This is the way I've taken one spreadsheet. I will show you later. So step 2, understanding the ChatGPT as an AI analyst. I'm using ChatGPT not that we are trying to brand it, no. The idea is there are many, but we use in our office this one. So I'm using it, but you can use whatever is your organization allows you. But all can do to a large extent same activities. So learn ChatGPT's capabilities, how ChatGPT interprets data, text, and Excel files, privacy and data security part, how to upload files, clean this spelling, standardize spelling, correct spelling errors. Then you have to be very careful. You can't use your office data as it is until you have got enterprise application through them. Otherwise, if you're using the open one, then your data can easily go to anyone. So you have to be very careful on that part. So these are the prompts, I think, which Arun will show you soon. Then the next is data cleaning. So you want the data to be cleaned around, and you want the data to be categorized. Arun, are you ready? Arun,
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
okay. So I'm just leaving it here, so you can demo them.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So Arun is my colleague, he'll show you the demo now. So we are talking on the step 5 analyticals. So he can also find which is the top suppliers giving 80% management. Arun, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. So if you
Go ahead, please.
through, then I can upload my slides. Yeah, I can share my screen.
So should I stop it?
Yes, I will share my screen, then it will stop automatically.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible to everyone? Just want to confirm.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, we're fine.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. So as
Yeah,
Mr.
awesome.
explained everything about the LLM and the prompt he has already speak about. So let me directly come to the part where span analysis, as he explained how actually it will perform, right? So first, as we all have the data, right? So I have already taken the demo data where the spelling errors and the bad formatting of the data is there. So we will see how the ChatGPT will clean that data, right? So let me upload my file. So this is raw sheet which I have taken. This is the dummy sheet where I have put a lot of mistakes over there, and the currency is also in different. If I want to see you, there is a currency in dollars, rupees, and the formatting also unstructured, right? So I have put it this slide, and now as Mr. Batra talked about prompt, right? So here is the prompt which I write for this activity. So the first thing first, we need to define the role of the ChatGPT or any LLM you are using. As I have mentioned, act as data analyst, clean these span data sheets, standardize supplier names, categories, dates. So date is also in different formats. So I just want specifically DDMMYYYY. So in this format, I need the date, business units, amount converted in the INR or any currency if you want. So that is also possible. You can do this based on the today's Forex rate that can be done, right? So you can just take this prompt, paste it, let's see how it will come. So for any spend management, the first thing we need to is have the data and which we need to clean that. So the cleansing is data is the first step. So what ChatGPT has done, suppliers name, standardized categories, dates, business units, locations, amount converted based on the amount of rupees it has mentioned, like 83 has taken. But based on that, if you have the specific amount, that rate you can mention over there in the prompt, right? So here it is, the whole structured sheet ChatGPT converted. So you can see the format, date format, amount format, right? Let me enlarge it. So the spent amount format. So and also converted. It was 1500 in the US dollar. It is converted 1,24,000. So based on the amount which ChatGPT taken, but you can obviously give them the specific one which is currently going on, right? So now the first thing is the cleaning part is done. Now convert that the category, whatever you have, you can also do the categorization based on the UNSPC code, which is the globally accepted, right? And using SAP, Ariba, and many other tools. To classify all suppliers accurately and ensure the correct category and subcategory mapping, provide the cleaned and standardized final table with consistent formatting. Additionally, include the appropriate UNSPC code for each item. This is the prompt I'm giving you. Based on your requirements, you can obviously update it. So based on the category, so you will specifically give the prompt. As far as you come with the good prompt, the result will be that good. Okay. I think just give me 1 sec. I think this account has reached the limit. Just a second. I'm just logging out this and uploading that on another one. Just a second, guys. Just I'm logging in. Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So let me perform this first prompt again, and then I can go with the next prompt.
Arun, we have only 2-3 minutes.
Yes. Working. Actually, that account was reached out the limit, so I'm just using the second account. Okay, so the screen data which we got in our previous account as well. So I'm just directly come on to the next prompt where it will add the UNSPC code. And even you can take the suggestions as well, add UNSPC classification, segment, family, and class. So this is the very important thing when you categorize all your category into the UNSPC code. So that will help to make more analytical presentation. Okay, so this gives me the complete data set where the previous one and the corrected one is also there, but you can see the UNSPC code, it is visible. So every category has the UNSPC code, and I have checked multiple times. This is the accurate UNSPC code, segments, the family, and the class. Everything is visible over there, right? So now come to the next part, which Mr. Bhadra told you about the analytics side. So identify the top suppliers. So 80/20, you can do this. Identify top suppliers contributing to 80% of total spend and suggest consolidation opportunities.
Can't see this your table here.
A table was actually uploaded here, and this table will work in the whole threads, so you don't need to upload the table again and again. This will consider, so that will consider that table is already uploaded, and that will take the corrected one, the cleaned one,
Okay, Arun, you done?
Yeah, I'm through, sir. Just showing the result of 80% one.
Shubham, can I go back to my slides then?
Sir, you can upload those.
It's already uploaded, right? Now?
Just showing the sheet, and after that you can see your.
We can see the slides, sir.
Okay, now we are back to original slides.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
I hope you got the flavor of what this can do around. This is only the spend part. There are other pillars as well. Contract management, RFQ, negotiations, so we are not touching on those. Keeping in mind. Is it okay, guys, with you 15, 20 minutes more? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, please
Okay.
proceed.
So please, thanks again.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, guys, now we come to the next one. AI agents. And this is the talk, and the AI agents, when I combine them together activity-wise, they become agentic AI. Now, AI agents are intelligent digital assistant. So many of the companies in here also I see around, they are getting into AI agents that can think, decide, and act on tasks automatically. Let's say in my office, I feel I want spend analysis as a top thing. The very first thing I will do is create my AI agent for spend. So instead of going through 6 prompts, 6 steps around, I can have the prompt is already built into the AI. The AI agent can do my spend analysis. I can do my cleaning, it can do my information guide, which are the top suppliers, which are the top spend. So AI agent can do. It can also help me to read my supplier emails. If I tell them, guys, can you pull out all my emails from this supplier? It can extract the quotation data, compares the pricing, suggest best supply. So you could have AI agent for wide range of activities. So this is basically bridging between your data and the system. So the data has to be there around. So data means I have to connect the system with my ERP systems to API. So the data will be there from there and then this. This gives you some broad pictures. I think you will have it. But automation, what exactly it means, AI, ML, Gen AI, Chat GPT, AI agents, and now agentic AI. Till last year, we were all the time talking of Gen AI. Now, within a year, we got much further improvements in it. So the last one, agentic AI, it can help you plans, reason, and code. High autonomy. AI agents have autonomy. I can say only autonomy up to one activity. Let's say if I do on spend analysis, or I do on RFP, or I do it on contract management. So I can do autonomy in a limited way. So this is where it comes around agents. So agents could be for supplier risk management, could be for contract, could be for RFQs, could be for spend. So what Arun has shown you around on the spend side, assuming that we convert all those activities in my office, let's say from workflow from beginning to end, it becomes my spend analysis. And if I combine all the agents together, then yes, agentic AI know what it does. Traditional procurement, we had a manual RFQs, now we are doing AI auto generation. So manual RFQs in the very traditional one, then we had Excel.
In progress.
The last is human and dependent, and now we are depending on AI plus human collaboration. So this is the way framework it looks like. You have AI agents, so many. You have tracking agents, you have a contract expiry agent, you have a risk agents, you have a spend analysis agent. Now all of them are combined through agentic layer and makes it more autonomous. Then it is connected to the LLM, which is the brain, and then goes to the whole system. So those people who are moving into agentic, first they have to get down to the agents. And before agents, digital transformation. So digital transformation is equally important around. And then from digital transformation, I can go into these steps. Okay, guys, so the next one is coming, the summary of activities around. Strategic procurement sets the direction. E-procurement automates the transactions around. Then we will move to the next one with digital.
Ball.
Last but not the least, agentic AI bring autonomy. So this is the one where the talk of the town, everybody is talking about agentic. But they are becoming again human-centric. So we need human element also working with them. So you have artificial intelligence, you have human stuff. So AI will not give the creativity part. Again, creativity is with you guys. Creativity, you are the one. Critical thinking also you have. What they do around it gives you the recommendation based on the data. The data are not sometimes perfect. So you need your own critical thinking. Why I'm going for this? Problem solving. Empathy. You have empathy for the people also. Judgment also. So AI is there to help me on data side, pattern recognitions, automation, some routine item activities I can automate it. Tireless processing, which doesn't sleep at all, doesn't need a coffee break, it works 24/7. So this is the where AI could come. But human strength certainly is very important. For example, if I can talk of one big companies around, their warehouse was having around 1.5 million varieties of SKUs. 1.5 million SKUs. And they used to do the data checking around, guys, how many pieces are lying, inventory checkup. It used to take them months and months from one end. 10 auditors will walk around from one corner to another corner, 3 miles, and used to take them months. But now later on, they came with the help of AI, they came with the drones, and drones will pick up the numbers with RFID. They'll start, the drone will start in the evening and morning time, the data is ready. So there are the beauty part of this AI is much quicker, faster, but human strength is there from creativity side. Now coming back to the skills which are required for procurement professionals. Data literacy, I think is becoming a must. You must have seen many of the young people going for BTechs in now data sciences. So data literacy is becoming important. Data literacy means how do I classify the data? How do I analyze the data? Very, very. AI collaboration. Strategic thinking. Supplier intelligence. So now in the past, supplier intelligence was missing, but now I can see about each supplier, financial strength, the managerial strength, the technical strength, I can check everything. I remember one company came to us and I could find the complete historical part. What is their percentage of profit? Where does the money goes around? So we could do strategic thinking on sourcing stuff. Supplier intelligence and digital procurement stuff. So using digital platform and analytical. So AI will not replace procurement professionals, but professionals who use AI will replace those who don't. So there is no way out. Because my whole of the family is in the US now, so they are working there. So I can see now it is part must. Nobody can escape it. Roadmap to AI implementation of AI in procurement starts from digitizing first, clean the data. Again, garbage in, garbage out. Integrate end to end. That is where the e-learning was, e-procurement was coming around. Automate them. Then start predicting them. And last but not the least is transforming. So based on this, we have tried to give some ideas around. It may be true for most of the company, but for some may or may not be. The very foundation, the way we look around step 1. Clean your data. At least you are lucky enough that you don't have to sit down if you got 50,000 varieties of items, cleaning the code numbers of each one. You can do with the help of ChatGPT or any LLM. You can do Copilot, you can do other ones around, so they can also clean them. But you give them the reference, what data you want. You want as per UNSPSC, or you have your own classification system. So I'm not saying the UNSPSC is used internationally, but custom you may have your own. So clean the system. So this is where ChatGPT or equivalent can help you. Next thing comes is digitization. So this step is a must, cleaning part. Digitization means you have to bring e-procurement. You have ERP, I know it, but ERP is not e-procurement. It's only the silos, seat silos. So established system nerves. So once I got this, then I got the system nerves. So this part, personally, I would say e-procurement is a wonderful tool. One should go for it. Semi-agentic. Then you could do agentic AI pilots. So this is where you could do other things as well. Add workflow automations, email agents, Excel bots, whatever emails you are sending around, that also has to be connected. And lastly, we'll come to this. So I would say, very beginning, it takes you 6 months to clean your data around, digitize it, another 3 to 4 months. So literally 1 year is gone in stage 1 and 2, and the rest will go much faster. Now here comes, should we use AI decision checklist? So this is where I've tried to provide both sides. Yes, problem is complex, large data, patterns, analysis. Then certainly you need data is clean and available. Risk is manageable. Human oversight exists. Accuracy can be verified. Data is secure. And clear business values has to be there. Because your management will not authorize you the any payments around until you are sure return on investment is good. But in these cases where I put the high stake decisions, poor data qualities is incomplete, inconsistent. 100% accuracy required. No human oversight, forget about it. You cannot ignore human being. Sensitive, confidential data, no government framework, and last but not the least is simple problems. And here I put down when not to use AI, which very exceptional. Some companies will say, very first one, if your data quality is poor, first you clean your data. Highly sensitive, confidential, you are dealing with defense or something, you have your own R&D data, you have your defense data, I can understand around. I think then you have to be doubly sure whether to go AI and how do I protect my data. No digital system, no business objective. You have no business objective, you just want to do it because others are doing it. So one has to be 100% sure. Very first thing is quality, and second, confidential content. Closing thoughts, guys. As we conclude today's webinar, one message should be very clear. AI will not replace people. I think this is where the mindset goes. But professionals who use AI will certainly replace those who don't. So we have seen that a successful AI adoption does not start with agents or automations. It starts with people. So you certainly need your people, your team to learn about AI, clean the data, and strong digital foundations. Well, guys, with this, I want to thank you all for your patient hearing. I know we took a little more time. And if you have any question answers, I'll be happy to answer. But we also want to tell you that we are coming up with a full-fledged 2 days training program on 23rd to 24th. And this will be also leading to a certification called CDAPP, Certified Digital and AI Procurement Professional. So those who wish to join, please welcome. And this will be followed by a test and all these things. Okay, guys, floor is yours. Any question, answers? Yeah, any question, answers, guys? No.
Hello.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you for the session. The information was so good, sir.
Yeah.
So my question is, you have shown one slide about procurement maturity model. So
Yeah.
I wanted to know which industry is fully operated or is switched to level 4 semi-agentic or level 5 fully agentic. So which industry it is maybe in India and in USA as per your experience to Could you give us some information on that?
Okay, excellent. I think very good question. Even I had, you would have asked me 1 month, I would have same doubts. But now I have met many people around who are already at the agentic level. And now they are switching over from agentic to those, and they are basically those companies which are parent company based in US, and they're working. So they are also, I mean, I don't want to tell the name of the companies around, but there are few names. If you want me, ask me separately. I can give you the name of the person, and then you can talk to them in case you want to know further experience of theirs. And the guy who's heading this activity in India is working on AI agents nowadays, and finally they want to switch over to agentic AI. Agentic is exceptional cases, I can say, but AI agents.
Yeah.
People,
And what about manufacturing industries? I mean,
okay, this one, the one I was talking about is more on the infrastructure. I mean, infrastructures wise, but manufacturing, I would say they are gone up to 3 in India.
okay.
That means
Okay.
e-procurement, certainly people are starting now thinking about that. ERP, every one of you have it. I'm not dumping on them. But the e-procurement is the next one. So once E we do it around, then the next come my digital. They go very quickly from 3 to 4.
I'm from power sector, so I have just, they are still on ERP level only. I mean, they are not implemented fully e-procurement systems as well. So I just wanted to know about other industries. Thank you so much, sir. I'll connect you separately.
Separate, no issues around. I'll be very happy. E-procurement, many are trying. The only thing is the cost involved today is very high. So I will not advise anybody to jump to agentic without going through the steps.
True, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Sir. Yes, my
Hello?
friend. Anyone else, guys?
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning. I know for you it's still early morning, am I right?
Yes, this is Nigeria.
Breakfast time. I know you break.
All
I
right,
spent
please.
months and months in Nigeria, my friend.
All right, good to know that. Hope you enjoyed your time here.
Yeah.
Okay. My question centers on public procurement and the relevance of AI in the applicability of the concept of public procurement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good question. Now, in public procurement, many have done. Even Nigeria has also started activity, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the country which are doing excellent, Indian government has done already on AI, and we have a tie-up with them. We call Government Electronic Marketplace. Now, that AI is not fully AI, I would say, but it does AI for some activities around routine items and bottleneck item and some other item which can do on reverse option. But then there's another government which South Korea has done end-to-end, all activities, e-procurement, everything, the government procurement is done through AI. Then Singapore has done to some, and US government also has done something. So there are only 5 or 6 governments which are done. I would say India's also ranked on the top because of the volume and the number of suppliers we are dealing with. Millions of suppliers going through the public procurement. Sorry. So my colleague Arun, you met it on, he'll be dealing with this subject later. So this is moving very fast. So if you want specific one, we can give you the data of all.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and Nigeria is also working on it. I know very well. I got some
Yes.
feedback. Okay, guys, anyone else?
Hi,
Hi,
Mr.
guys.
Batra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mohammed. How are things? Okay.
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. I'm Muhammad Umar from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh.
Yeah.
My question is, in the current geopolitical tension, what's your insight to manage supply chain, including AI, in across every industry, consider as a general aspect?
I think you touched a very excellent point around because of the geopolitical situation where we are today. Firstly, we were talking about Ukraine. Now we're talking about the Midwest around. I mean, nothing is sure. Your delivery wise, even the travel wise. So you are very right. Under the geopolitical situation, you need much more data on an instant basis. And that is only feasible if you are doing AI, then AI can build into the system and find equivalent answer for you. Let's say my goods are coming from X country, and which is now having a problem in supplying whether the gases or the fuel or the plastic items, then immediately my system AI will tell me, guys, the best solution is go to this company. I know one guy here, he was buying plastic from there. Immediately he went down to the chat GPT. He says, guys, can you tell me where else I can buy? Immediately answer got very quick, which earlier was not possible.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So I think
Thank
we
you
need
so
to
much.
be resilient. All of us, we have no choices now. I think you are
That's
lucky, I
right.
would say, that when I see you young people around, you are wonderful that you will have all this information to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very useful information available nowadays digitally.
Yeah.
Digitally. And I think this is the first time, I mean, all over the world facing supply chain disruption, I call it,
Everywhere, yeah, it's happening all over.
after COVID.
Yes, yes. I think it's a big ones. During the COVID, we learned a lot. So during COVID, we learned that we should not have one supply hub. We should have a regional
Yep,
hub. We should have other ones around. But now what we are learning around is we need technology. Quick informations, quick answer. So I
that's
think
correct.
now you
Thank you
need.
so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
So this is Milind Tannu. Can I ask one question?
Yes, Melin, go ahead.
Sir, as we see agentic AI is coming up, and every organization is leading towards that. So does agentic AI is a way to leaner management or leaner organizations? Because I'm sure not many people will be required. It will reduce jobs. So I see that maybe agentic AIs can lead to leaner organizations. Is that correct? What I'm kind of
Yeah,
thing?
the only thing changed, Milind, I would put it this way. I know people mix it up. In every organization, we have 3 layers of people. At earlier, we used to have a pyramid. The top we used to call the bosses. Then we have central people, operation people. Now, when I've seen my timing, if I go back 30, 40 years back, we used to have, let's say, 100 people in procurement. Out of 100 will be 60 people will be the operation people, firefighter.
Yes.
Then will
Right.
be 20 people technical level, and 10 or 15 would be at the bosses level. Because everything was worked on based on experience. But now experience is not so important around, your intelligence is more important. And I find young people have much edge over the others. So now the game is starting around is turning the whole pyramid down. That means you need more people at the strategic level. Tactical operation part is shrinking. That's all.
Okay.
So the number
Uh,
of jobs are not going in one way, but you need more smarter people who will manage these different activities.
Right, sir. But so you said wisdom is also required to take proper decision. So I think wisdom
Yes,
comes along with
certainly.
experience.
So you need a wisdom, you need analytics, you need data, you need people a lot, but different levels now. So this is where there's a need to train everybody who are purely on operation. Now we have to, in one way, I feel happier about procurement people. It is no more a support function, it's an intelligent function.
Absolutely. It's a core function now.
It's a core function.
Yeah.
Earlier it was a support function, guys, okay, anybody can do it. I've seen those days, the person who doesn't have a job, they say, guys, put this guy to procurement.
Absolutely.
I mean, but now it is becoming a profession person.
Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Matik. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, sir. Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Sir, I just want to ask one question. This AI in procurement, it has been for a long time that I was thinking to do. I have done, I'm experienced in a lot of ERPs. and I haven't worked in a big companies like dealing with millions of data or anything like that. It's like a mid-sized company where I have been working for a long time. Uh, I just want to know, sir. I want to do AI in procurement. Which are from where I should start myself to make myself, fit in this world now?
Okay, I think it's not a bad idea. I think one good question. First thing is, so whether you've worked in a big company or not, that doesn't make a big difference around. You need to understand the data part, classification of data, spending of the money around, all the thing around. The skills
Yeah.
which are required is, as we were showing around, the data literacy is the first. So if the data literacy is there, whether you have worked in a big company or a small company is a different story. The data literacy is required and a little bit AI literacy. But procurement processes are not changing. The processes will remain as it is. From beginning, I need to select the supplier. Earlier, I was doing in a different way. Now I'm going to the AI and asking AI to tell me which supplier I should select. So selection of supplier, placement of orders, to form the contract, to make RFQs and RFP, those tools have become much easier.
Yeah.
So I won't say you should be worried on that part around. If you have made up your mind, please go for it. It's a wonderful profession.
So is it like I should start because ISM I saw lot of courses. So should I start from AI in procurement or which are the
Nothing
things?
wrong. Or if you want to do first, understand the procurement itself end to end, you can do with that. And
No,
then
that I
switch over.
already have a certificate, and even I have worked in that supply chain,
Okay,
so I
so you
know
know
the
the process.
end-to-end process. Yes.
Okay, then just jump into this. No issue.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, guys, last question before we wrap up. I know we have already taken more time of yours.
Sir, I have one question.
Please, Rahul, go ahead.
Sir, in our company, we have all the ERPs in place and we are working with the digital tool supplier. So I am finding it difficult, rather they are finding it difficult to put all the pieces together for a functional procurement tool. So it is one part is cost, another part is the talent available, and the third part is the people who are deployed have a technical background. But as far as procurement function goes, they are missing many pieces. So what is your take on this? Like there are big fours or there are companies who are providing these digital solutions, but they are missing the basic procurement function while defining and designing the processes.
Again, I think it's a good question, Rahul, you are raised around. I know in the past people said, guys, we need technical people. Firstly, there was no technical people, they were all process oriented people. They knew the process around how to negotiate, how to get the quotations. But then they said, guys, no, we need technical people also who understand the subject as well. Let's say I'm buying something, even buying air conditioners, how to read the specs, how to read the materials, and all those things around. So knowledge of technical is always a plus point. There's no second thought. The process can be learned also. So if the process part, they go through the learning part from beginning to end till the file is closed, starting from requisition till closing of the file, and that process can be trained. And once the process is trained, then we are moving into AI to use automation into the process.
Yes, sir, I agree. There is one very critical challenge. Like we have SAP as a base ERP, and it's being used for past 5-7 years, and a lot of data is generated already there. So the service provider is finding it difficult and challenging to even marry that data to their platform. So data cleansing and data classification is again a very big job, and it's a very costly affair actually. So that is also coming as a key roadblock. So any suggestion, any advice for us where?
I mean, I would put it very simple way. That means this, Rahul, if you have data already in your SAP, SAP
Yes,
also
sir.
got system calls you an SPS. Now,
Yes.
whether you're using UNSPSC or you're using your own classification system, left to you. But once you've got your own classification system, I'm not against that, or you want to use UNSPSC, then you can take up this ChatGPT or someone else data around, and you could have an enterprise. You can say lessons with them so that your data is not stolen. So once you do that, then you can clean it.
Perfect.
That's
I'll
going to
do
be
that, sir.
much quicker, I tell you, because then this will do the coding for all your data.
I understand and agree, sir. I'll put it for.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, take care. Enjoy the day, and then look forward to see you guys again.
Thank you so much for the wonderful,
Thank you, Mohammed.
insightful
Take care.
webinar. Take care.
My
Bye.
pleasure. Take care. Okay, friends, take care. Again, thanks to my colleague. I think Arun was there. And then Shubham, are you there already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I think I
Thank
could.
you, Thank
Yeah.
you everyone for joining us.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys,
sir.
everyone who worked very hard on this. So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Arun, sir. And thank you
Thank
to
you.
everyone.
yeah.